Guys, we got a lot of community engagement we're going to be doing today, but first we have an article that I want to talk to you about, and it is this. The Lightning Network is going to change how you think about Bitcoin. This is a special article coming out of CoinDesk, and it talks about El Salvador. The vote wasn't even close. In early June, 62 of the 84 members of El Salvador's Legislative Assembly, a whopping 74%, voted to make Bitcoin the official legal tender of the currency. History, tweeted Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador, the Bitcoin happy one. He's not wrong. The nation's stunning embrace of crypto, regardless of what happens next, is arguably the most influential event in the history of Bitcoin, and that is far from an overstatement. Look closer. This didn't happen because El Salvador farmers are hoping their blockfolio balances will go to the moon. This wasn't fueled by dreams of a Bitcoin index fund. This wasn't about price speculation at all. In a nation with a 70% cash economy, villagers and farmers are actually using Bitcoin, sending small amounts of Satoshis to buy fruit and vegetables, embracing the original peer-to-peer vision of Bitcoin that would make the actual Satoshi smile. For this, we can thank the Strike app from Jack Mallers, which makes it fast and cheap and easy to send and receive tiny amounts of Bitcoin. Now look even closer. Strike, in turn, is powered by the Lightning Network, which crypto geeks know as the Layer 2 protocol that basically settles transactions off-chain through a growing network of user-hosted channels and nodes that essentially cuts down on the time and fees to send Bitcoin. So I'm not going to go into everything that Lightning Network is right now, but here's a very simple way of understanding it. Let's say that you only have 7 transactions per second on Bitcoin that you can throughput. What happens if you put 100 transactions into a piece of code and then you put that thing in as one transaction on Bitcoin? You have a bunch of transactions out here in the ether, and then you only settle that on chain one time. That's essentially what Lightning Network does. It tracks all of the Bitcoin transactions and then only updates the chain every once in a while so that you're effectively able to have as many transactions as you want logged on the Bitcoin chain, the main chain, without overloading it. That is what Lightning Network is. And as we talked about here on the channel a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago, if El Salvador is going to move in the direction of mass adoption of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, it's probably going to need to be utilizing Lightning Network, and they are now moving in that direction. Mallers always knew he used Lightning to fuel Strike. It was painfully obvious, Mallers tell me, calling Lightning's Layer 2 solutions one of the most impressive advancements in money as a technology in human history. And I've got to agree with them. Lightning Network is an incredible technology. It's got a lot of kinks. It is not fully ready, but it is an incredible technology, and once rolled out fully, will be a major benefit to anyone trying to adopt Bitcoin on a large scale. People have talked about before about Bitcoin being something like the gold to the US dollar, and that it'll be the backing of the US dollar. Safadine Amos talks about this in his book, The Bitcoin Standard. We don't know exactly how Bitcoin will be adopted. We don't necessarily know if it's going to be the background to a currency, it's going to be the thing underpinning other kinds of currencies, or if it will be the currency through Layer 2. The point is, however, we have both options. Both of them will hopefully lead to a much more stable economy built on limited supply, such as Bitcoin.